Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and as well Libra Rising weekly general tarot reading May 17th up until May 23rd, 2021. And should you be interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to see a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to the general Libra reading of the week, and the first card we do have, that is going to be the Tower. Moving next, we have the Ace of Cups, followed by the Judgment. Moving next, that will be the Nine of Swords. Can you see the cards? I'll just hold on a second. All right. So, yeah. Okay, so moving next, we do have the Nine of Swords here. Okay. Nine of Swords, and the last card of the spread, that will be the Ace of Swords. These five cards, and for what it seems here, the week will be something like a wake-up call for you. If I have to speculate what is to happen, it will be a remnants from the past that comes back into your life. And at the start, it kind of like you don't feel like it. You don't feel that this is a good thing that it is happening. But as the week drags on, you are going to start looking into it with more and more positive view. It will just going to make more and more sense. But in the grand scheme of things, we do have a blessing in disguise here into the week that follows, and that could be seen straight away with the first two cards that we have into the spread. But the first card that will be the Tower. Just hold on a second here. So that will be the Tower card, and pretty much what the Tower stands for, it is that at the start of the week something quite unexpected is gonna happen to you. Now that it will be completely out of character. It will be something that you are not prepared for whatsoever, and that's why I think that it is a remnant from a past. It is because you kind of like tried it out, it didn't work out, so you completely scratched it off your mind, you completely scratched it off of your routine, of your life, if you will. But now it's back and it throws you off the bridge, if you will. It throws you in the void, and you don't know what to do with it. And the Tower, it's usually it's accompanied by quite of an unwanted and unpleasant symptoms. Now, in the grand scheme of things, and from my personal experience, the Tower card could manifest as a quite of an unexpected crush that you may have on somebody while you are in a relationship with somebody else. The Tower card could happen to me to appear in a reading as a quite of an unplanned pregnancy, but that doesn't mean that it is unwanted pregnancy. It is just it's unplanned. It is unplanned. It is very spontaneous, and you just don't know what to do with it when it appears. So at the start of the week, you Libra should be prepared for the unthinkable. But it's very important to be said here that regardless of how unpleasant and unwanted those circumstances could be, at the end they always have a nurturing and cleansing effect over one's life, and that effect is going to start manifesting itself very, very soon once those circumstances appear, and that will be with the Ace of Cups, because the Ace of Cups pretty much promises one a transcending into one's reality, in a reality or in a routine, the day-by-day routine, that it simply makes you very happy. It makes you emotionally overflown. It makes you seeing the life in a completely different colors, and believe me, they are much brighter than the colors beforehand. The Ace of Cups, it's a card that represents the love for life itself, and it's accompanied by impending change. And that change starts taking place from the transformation that the Tower card brings you. What was I about to say? And that impending change pretty much makes all of your concerns and problems from the past totally irrelevant. So we can say that even if this is a situation from the past, it has nothing to do with the circumstances under which that situation fell apart. It's like starting the same situation with can I say, with a new means, or with a new start, with a brand new expression. And the Ace of Cups, of course, as it is a cup card, it could be where, you know, that crush you have, you may have, I'm sorry, it's a real love. You know, the job that you have left, it's actually making you feel happy that you left the job. And in generally, what happened that you faced with a very negative expression for, now turns out to be something lovely, something that you are gonna freaking love it. And right after that, the Judgment card manifests. And the Judgment is the unity of Tarot. That is when all of the forces unite. That is when the option available you need pretty much appears. That is the call from the universe. That is the wake-up call that everybody needs into their life. So if you are to feel lost what to do with those circumstances at the start of the week, you are not going to feel that way towards the middle of the week at all. And everything is pretty much going to fall together. All of the pieces of the puzzle is going to gather up, and they are going to pretty much make the big picture. And you will know what you need to do, how to do it, and where to go, if you will. And with the Judgment now, everything is going to make sense. And you will have no regret of what you got to do. You will do what you got to do, and you will have no regret of it. You will have no regret of what happened to you at the start of the week. Like we said, it would be something unpleasant for the time being, but from there it's going to grow into a thing you love. And should that be a relationship, again, pregnancy, very, very possible here with the Judgment, because Judgment is the rebirth, or kind of like the life that takes place. Okay. So suffice to say that towards the middle of the week, your perception that this affliction was actually a blessing in disguise is gonna hit you with its full strength, and you pretty much are gonna be pretty happy of how your life at that point is turning out. Your life, either in career, either in relationship, but these cards are speaking for life in general. And right after this takes place, we do have the Nine of Swords. And that happens towards the end of the week for you, Libra. And at this point, you are going to start thinking about the future in general and how the future is going to turn out. And this is this card here stands for the not the illusion, the fantasy was the word that I was searching for. The fantasy, what if you lose what you have here with these three, right? The newfound love of yours, which could be a love for life itself, right? So how you're gonna handle life if you don't have that thing here, and when you think about it, you would want to throw up. It's just you won't be able to fathom at that point how you would feel about it. And that is not a good thing, okay? And I will try to give you an example why. Say that you found something to fall in love with, right? Somebody to fall in love with. And at this stages of the week, you're gonna start freaking out. What if I lose that person? And not exactly freaking out, but being afraid that you may lose that person one or the other way. And that will start making you very cautious about what you say and about what you do, to a point where you may lose your personality, not talking, not speaking your mind, and not doing what you think is best for you. And for that reason, at these stages of the week, whatever fears you do have over certain consequences or over certain circumstances, you have to confront those fears. And the way to do it is to challenge them by doing what you are afraid of, or simply talk about them. Okay, that is one of the two ways how you do it. But regardless which way you choose, at the end of the week here, we are entering into the stage of the Ace of Swords, and at that stage, a very fruitful discussions and conversations are going to take place in between you and those that are involved into the situation as well. So if it is a romantic situation with the person you are romantically involved with, you know, if it is a work situation in between you and your colleagues, or in between you and your boss, regardless. With the Ace of Swords here, you're going to show a very strong spirit to do what it is needed in order to set the things right, in order to push the situation through, and in generally that you are not afraid any longer. You do have that insight of where the situation is going for, and you are fully prepared to face what is to come, as a consequences of whichever person is to make any actions about it. And with the Ace of Swords here as well, everything is gonna be set into light, in a sense of that there will be no secrets, there will be no deception whatsoever, there will be no surreptitious intentions at all. It is just the whole situation is going to be set on an accurate diagnosis by you, and from there you will know what to do, how to do it, and in generally where the whole thing is going to. And it is entirely up to you to act on those deductions and on those conclusions. So don't fall in despair, Libra, at the start of the week. If things are not working the way you plan them to work, be prepared for some quite of an unexpected circumstances. But again, they are going to, instead of killing your life, they are going to revitalize it to a point you have not imagined. So with that being said, that was your weekly general tarot reading. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.